Brought to you by McDonald's, proud sponsor of the PBA Centennial team, in cooperation with Happy, the pure white toothpaste.
Ladies and gentlemen, here now is the starting lineup for the Chinese national team. At guard, number 6, Li Xiaoyong. At guard, number 8, Ding Wei. At center, number 14, Ba Tier. At forward, number 10, Li Nan. And at forward, number 12, Gong Xiaobin. And now, the starting lineup for the PBA Centennial team. At guard, number 14, Johnny Abarrientos. At guard, number 10, Vergel Meneses. At center, number 13, Marlou Aquino. At forward, number 5, Andy Seigle. And at forward, number 9, Limpot. The officials for this game are Rizal and Carlito Corona. And now for our ceremonial toss, we'd like to call on the Honorable Mayor, Quezon City, Ismael Matai. He is assisted by our PBA Commissioner, June Bernardino, the ABC President, Carl Ching, BAP President, Freddie Halasco, and the PSC Chairman, Carlos Tuason.
Mga kaibigan, ng ceremonial toss to be led by the mayor of the host city of this exhibition game between the PBA Centennial team and the Chinese national squad, the Honorable Ismael Matai Jr. Kasama po ni Commissioner June Bernardino, si Mr. Freddie Halasco ng Basketball Association of the Philippines, Mr. Of course, Chairman Butch Tuason of the Philippine Sports Commission, and Mr. Carl Ching of the ABC, or Asian Basketball Confederation. And handshakes all around. Pinakilala po kanina yung starting units ng dalawang koponan. At ito po ay pinangunahan Li Xiaoyong ng China, si Batir, si Ding Wei,
Gong Xiaobin.
Ito kilala natin to.
Who will play power forward for this team. At saka si Li Nan.
Li Nan, numero 10. Ayan, si Li Nan. Being guarded now by Vergel Meneses. Ibinigay doon sa kanilang point guard na si Li Xiaoyong. Narito si Li. Inilabas ngayon kay Ding Wei. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Bigla pumukol si Li Xiaoyong. That's a 3-point shot para sa point guard ng People's Republic of China national team.
Nagpakilala ka agad siya, 6'2.5", so you can see the height advantage that he has over Johnny Abarrientos, and he's also 190 pounds. No?
Medyo matangkad na, mabigat pa. Andy Seigle, Johnny Abarrientos from the outside. Medyo malakas ang tira at nakuha ka agad ni Batir, yung kanilang malaking sentro na si Batir. Ito si Ding Wei, Li Xiaoyong, siya po yung kumana ng 3 kanina. Batir against Marlou Aquino. Li Xiaoyong, balik na naman kay Batir. Biglang pihit. Whoops, nasabitan ni Marlou.
Now, of course, we're playing under international rules, so we'll have 2 20-minute halves, no, partner? We'll also have a 30-second shot clock. And of course, alam natin, 5 fouls, tapos ka na rito. Hindi ka abutin ng 6. And you will not be able to play in the game anymore. So, napansin rin natin kanina ng coaching staff nila, Wang Fei. We remember him as a former national team member. Ilang beses na mapasyal dito sa Pilipinas yan. And then there were other assistant coaches or also national team members. Hindi ko lang nadampot yung pangalan ng kanyang assistant coach. All of them well-built, solid, with a lot of international experience.
Yun, ang matindi dyan, yung international exposure na nakuha nitong mga members ng Chinese national team. They have a 5-0 lead over the PBA Centennial team. Si Vergel Meneses ang nagtatangkang magbaba ng bola para sa Pilipinas. Nabigay kay Johnny Abariento sa gitna. Nakita si Andy Seigle sa ilalim. Parang may nervyosa. Limpot, wala rin. Nakuha na naman ni Johnny. Humihingi na pasa si Andy Seigle pero inaayos muna ni Johnny Abariento sa opensa.
Pero si Marlou naman ang magkakaroon ng touch pass dito. Let's see what Marlou does against the big fellow. Ayun ang gulang talaga ni Marlou sa ilalim.
Pinadaan yung tira. Nagulat si Batir. Sabi ni Batir, asan na yung kamay nito? First foul of the big guy, Batir. Ito, medyo bata pa ito. 22 anyos ito si Batir. Nakita po ninyo, medyo nalito siya doon sa galaw na yun ni Marlou Aquino. And Marlou is at the line to try and get the first points for the PBA Centennial team.
Marlou is newly married. Alam naman natin yung huling Sunday lang
ago, no?
sa simbahan.
Congratulations
si Marlou at saka kay Sheila. Nagmano nga sa ninong niya kanina.
Mukhang maganda-ganda pakimkim.
Wala pa, partner. Sabi ko, papasyal pa lang ako sa kanila.
Ay, nasundot ni Johnny Abariento sa bola. Limpot against Lee Xiaoyong. And a fast break play by the Philippines cuts the lead down to 2 at 5-3. Ito ngayon si Go Xiaobin. Batir. Teka muna, pipito si referee Kamorongan. Basket will be nullified. Merong foul on Limpot, his first personal.
Well, may mabigat na kalaban ito si Batir. No? Although the Barker called him at 7'1", his official height is listed at about 6'10".
6'10",
no? But he's solidly built and he's 286, so mabigat yan.
Linan to Batir.
Nice
Nakita
pass.
niya sumaksak si Gong Xiaobin.
Kung meron kayong mga cable TV, madalas nyo na rin napapanood dito si Gong Xiaobin. Is a very familiar player with 28 years old. 230 ang kanyang timbang, 6'7" and a half ang kanyang height.
Naglaro na rin yan dito sa Pilipinas. Marlou Aquino is nudged and the referee calls a foul. Medyo nagulat si Gong Xiaobin. That will be his first personal foul.
If you notice, most of the plays of the PBA Centennial team, partner, here in the early goings of the ball game is they're trying to punch it on the inside.
Yes.
The guys that have been touching the ball have been Seigle, Marlou Aquino, and Limpot. So they want to test the mettle of the big men.
Ito si Marlou, nilabas kay Johnny Abarientos. Vergel Meneses, pasaksak sa loob. Nakita si Johnny kumakat. Left-handed layup by Johnny, hindi pumasok. Ito na naman si Lee Xiaoyong. Batir. Big way. May tanga ng bola. Medyo alahoy yung pasok yun. Batir recovers it back to Ding Wei. 3-point shot, hindi pumasok. And the loose ball. And it will stay with the Chinese national squad.
And they'll have a fresh 30-second shot clock. We're also on top by 4 right now with 3 minutes gone by in this first half.
Gong Xiaobin missing. Pero nakuha muli ni Linan. Lee Xiaoyong. Back to Linan. Lee Xiaoyong. Nakakadalawa na ito.
Yes.
Isa doon sa kanan. Ngayon dito naman sa kaliwa.
Well, most of the point guards na those guys that play 1 and 2 para sa China at South Korea, talagang mga asintado yan. So it's an opportunity for you to know them right now.
Johnny Abarientos decided to dish off at the last moment. Andy Seigle tried to work around Gong Xiaobin. Binigay kay Marlou Aquino.
Dumulas ang bola.
Ito ngayon si Lee. Pull-up jumper by Lee. Wala. Limpot para sa rebound.
I think the players on our side should calm down a little bit. Medyo masyadong excited.
Medyo gigil. May gigil na konti.
Gusto nila magpakita agad sa mga kababayan nila. So they should relax a little bit.
7-point lead by the Chinese. Open shot for Andy Seigle. Yung mga tirang gano'n usually simpleng-simple yun. Gong Xiaobin right in the face. Medyo jahil.
Gusto niyang dumak at saka ang ganda ng assist pass na binigay sa kanya ng kanyang kakampi. Meneses, wala pa rin.
Johnny Abarientos had a beat on that rebound. At si Lee Xiaoyong ay tatawangan over the back foul in that situation.
Well, natutuwa tayo doon. That guy is about 6 inches taller than Johnny, pero tinalo ni Johnny doon sa offensive rebound play. No?
Well, mas maganda ang pwesto ni Johnny doon. Actually, ito yung frustrated slam dunk ni Gong Xiaobin.
Yeah. Hindi naman siya si Clyde Drexler.
Pero siguro naman nagagawa niya.
Nagagawa niya. Kaya niya talaga, pero hindi niya mahawakan ng bola the way those big hands American imports can or American players can.
15 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the first half. Amateur rules po tayo ngayon, mga kaibigan. We also have amateur referees, Mr. Matt Calizar and Mr. Carlito Camorongan.
Kaya nga dalawa lang ang referee, nakikita niyo dyan.
Kailangan masanay na itong ating PBA Centennial team sa amateur rules. Limpot gets a clear view of the basket and he drills it. Samantala, mabilis na inakyat ng bola ng Chinese national team. They're on top by 5. Li Xiaoyong, ang point guard ng China, has it. Narito ngayon si Gong Xiaobin.
Gustong bumawi agad.
Oo. Yan yung napahiya kanina doon sa slam dunk, mga kaibigan. And he ran into Limpot and Marlou Aquino. And Andy Seigle pala nandun. Si Andy ang tatawagan ng unang personal foul. At pupunta sa free throw line ito si Gong Xiaobin. 6'7 and a half, 28 years old.
But he's 28 years old, partner. But this guy must have had about 12, 14 years experience. Matagal na natin napapanood ito, no? Sa youth pa, tapos dito sa national team.
Para naalala ko sa ultra pa, nakita ko na ito.
Kaya nga talagang veteranong-veterano na ito. But you can really see that on his face, still a young player, no? He's still a young man.
At larong forward ito. The pass to Limpot at the baseline. Limpot pa rin. Naghahanap ng mapapasahan. Double teamed. His pass picked off by Li Xiaoyong. At this ding way.
Magpapakilala. Makikilala niya si Marlou Aquino.
Supalpa.
Hey, that was a clean block. Huwag ka na umangal dyan.
Sorry ka na lang.
Yan ang maliwanag na blanca yan. Yan, bolang-bola yan.
Kabit na kabit. Attorney, wala. Okay lang yan. Ito pa isa. Magkakilala na kayo, okay? Kaya time out mo tayo, mga kaibigan. Let's go back to home studios.
The Battle Begins is being brought to you by Caltex. Energy in action.
The new Caltex Power Diesel with a high-performance additive. Now you've got the power.
I've got the power! May mabibili pa ba sa 29 pesos? Spaghetti. Meat sauce. Mahotdog. Ma-cheese. May soft drinks pa. Lahat to, 29 pesos lang. Sulit basta mag-savers sa McDo.
Mahirap sachet. Makalat sachet. Kaya mag-Happy Premium Mint Petite. Just twist the cap and slide. Better than sachet. Take it anywhere. Happy Premium Mint in petite size. Sulit sa liit.
Royal Jelly. Ginseng plus vitamins and minerals. Go beyond your multivitamin with Rogen E for primal energy.
Tol! Ayos tong bagong pisil pack ng Pioneer Elastosil. Isang pisil ka lang, tapos kang butas ka. Madali pang isara. Buo pa!
Pioneer Elastosil Pisil Pack. Isang pisil ka lang.
May mabibili pa ba sa 25 pesos? Uy, timplang Pinoy na beef patty. Special sauce. Sarap! May soft drinks pa. Lahat 25 pesos lang. Sulit basta mag-savers sa McDo.
The Battle Begins is being brought to you by Caltex. Energy in action. Daz dishwashing paste for dishes that dazzle. Just Daz it.
You're watching the slightly delayed telecast of this exhibition game between the PBA Centennial team and the national squad of the People's Republic of China. Medyo naghiyawan po ng pagkalakas-lakas dito sa Araneta Coliseum on that last play ng pinalpal ni Marlou Aquino to sa Dingway. Samantala, pumukol si Linan at hindi na pumasok ang bola. Johnny Abarientos trying a fancy dribble, muntik pang maagaw o mawala sa kanya. June Limpot looking for a receiver, gives it back to Johnny Abarientos. Abarientos ngayon binibigyan ng pick ni Marlou Aquino. Cross-court pass, Andy Seigle naghahanap ng mapapasahan na labas kay June Limpot. Limpot against Gong Xiaobin. 6 seconds on the shot clock. The back to the basket shot by Andy Seigle.
Well, just barely beating the shot clock, so you can see how tough ang depensa ng Chinese national team. No?
Totoo yan.
Has been.
Baka ilang ikot muna yung bola bago nakakuha ng medyo libreng tira. And on the 3-point shot of
Yudong.
Ay tinawagan ng foul si Johnny Abarientos. June Limpot will be replaced by Kenneth Durandez.
Well, katulad na nabanggit mo ito si Li Xiaoyong pala, dalawang beses na nakakatira ng 3-point shot kay Johnny, kaya medyo dinikitan na ni Johnny. Pero he fouled him, so that's going to be a foul in the 3-point territory. So 3 shots yan. No?
Tatlong tira yan, tatlong free throws ang bibigay dyan kay Li Xiaoyong. At
magaling na shooter itong batang ito.
Oo.
Linis ng mga free throw shots niya.
Well, nakita nga natin, nabanggit mo nga, yung unang tikada pa lang yan, tres ka agad. Unang dalawa, actually, isa sa kanan, isa sa kaliwa. At ito yung marka ng mga Chinese na nakikita natin noon pa man, Dr. J, na talagang malinis tumire.
Well, I know Filipino fans are very familiar with Alvin dyan, pero hindi na siya naglalaro sa national team. Nakikita pa rin natin sa China.
Point guard nila, no?
Pero magaling talaga pumasa, hindi ganun kagaling tumira.
Aquino loses possession, but it's recovered by Johnny Abarientos in the backcourt. That is a Kenneth Durandez handoff to Vergel Meneses. Blocked, but that's a goaltending violation. Inabot dito si Batir. And the referee Matt Calizar rules it as a goaltending violation. The lead of the Chinese down to 5. Ayan po, nakita ninyo on the slow-mo replay kung ano nangyari. E di kapapasok lang si Zhang Jinsong. At 3-point shot galing sa kanto.
Well, that's been the power of this Chinese team. They've got an inside game and they've got shooters on the outside. Ang hirap talaga bantayan yan, no?
The PBA Centennial team trying to pass the ball around, and a traveling violation called on Andy Seigle.
Yan talaga problema ni Andy Seigle. If you ask him to dribble the ball to get towards the basket, he has a hard time. His skills, he has a lot of athletic skills, pero dribbling is not one of them really, no, to get to the basket.
Li Xiaoyong inabot bigla ang bola kay Li Nan, who scores on a short jumper.
So 10 na lamang nila dito sa atin, partner, with 7 minutes gone died dito sa first half.
Johnny Abarientos tries it from the outside and misses. Gong Xiaobin got the rebound against Andy Seigle. 19-9 ang ating score. Lamang po ang Chinese national squad over the PBA Centennial team. Li Nan and
stepping on the line.
Called on Li Nan. Sa padana si Dennis Espino, pinasok ni Coach Tim Cohn para palitan si Andy Seigle sa panig naman ng PBA Centennial squad. We have 12 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first half. 2 halves po tayo. Dito sa ating amateur rules, to 20-minute halves.
I think that's a good substitution. You need more of a power player in Dennis Espino.
That's Marlou Aquino inching closer. Ayun na naman yung kanyang Jolens na tira sa ilalim na that has confounded Batir a couple of times already. Second personal foul on Batir. Ito po yung kanilang napakalaking sentro. And that'll send Marlou Aquino to the line again. Earlier, he split his charities.
They're going to have to substitute for Batir. He's got 2 personal fouls right now. And he's really done a great job there at the center slot para sa Chinese national team.
The Chinese coach has already tapped Wang Xixi to go to the scorer's table. Possibly the next dead ball situation. As Marlou Aquino cuts the lead down to 9 at 19-10. 12:23 to go here in the first half. Out of the si Li Xiaoyong, point guard ng Chinese national squad. Off the way, traveling.
Medyo gusto niyang bumawi kay Marlou. Si Marlou talaga mautak na player yan.
Parang siguro sabi ni Batir, Paano nga ba yung ginawa mo kanina? Paatras? Nauna yung atras niya bago dribble. Ito si Johnny Abariento signaling the play para sa PBA Centennial squad. Marlou Aquino handoff to Kenneth Durandes. Ayaw pumasok yung mga outside shots ng PBA Centennial team. This is Zhang Jinsong.
Boys are looking a little bit rusty here. The national squad.
Li Xiaoyong. Gong Xiaobin to Batir. And the ball goes out of bounds in favor of China. Samantala, meron tayong mga substitutions. Ito na nga si Wang Shishi. Papasok na para kay Batir who has 2 personal fouls. Samantala, si Johnny Abarientos ay pinalitan ni Jeffrey Cariaso. Si Vergel Meneses naman ay lumabas para kay Alvin Patrimonio.
Well, since the national team of China is not pressuring us from the backcourt, you can use guys like Cariaso and Kenneth Durandes to bring up the ball. No?
Si Zhang Jinsong, wala. Alvin Patrimonio, nakakuha kagad ng rebound.
Marami nagko-question kay Alvin, but this is one guy that we're going to need very much in this national team.
Nakita natin yan in 1990 and in 1994. He's very valuable to the national squad.
And he's poised as a player, no? With his experience. Pero walang bumabantay kay Wang Shishi. Magaling tumira ng ganyan niya. Medyo sumablay dito.
Unang tira ni Wang Shishi. Itong si Wang Shishi, medyo kilala na rin natin ito. Bata pa ito, 21 years old. Stands at 6'9 and a half.
Kita natin niya sa ating Asian Youth Games dito. I think he was 17 years old when he first came here. Nakilala natin kaagad yan.
1995 yata yun.
92, yung kinover natin dito.
Sa Rizal,
sa Ninoy.
Ninoy Aquino.
Si Marlou, hinihilo niya yung, instead of shooting from the top, no? He's shooting from underneath.
Gong Xiaobin will be called for his second personal foul. At pangatlong punta na ito ni Marlou Aquino sa free throw line sa larong ito. Narito po tayo ngayon mga kaibigan sa Araneta Coliseum, and we're playing to almost a full house. Napakarami ng ating mga kababayan ang gustong makita ang unang matinding pagsubok nitong PBA Centennial squad against no less than the Chinese nationals. Dalawang sunod ni Marlou Aquino para pumasok. Kanina, dalawang split. Ito naman, bumbo yung free throws na yun. And it's a 7-point lead para sa China.
He's getting warmed up, referring to Marlou.
Li Xiaoyong, sinisenyas ang play number 1 para sa Chinese national squad. Inside pass to Li Nan. Basket will count. At meron pang foul na nakita.
Kontra kay Alvin Patrimonio.
Yes, first personal foul on Alvin Patrimonio.
Pero maganda yung play ng Chinese team doon.
Mabilis at very precise yung kanilang implementation.
Correct. The well-executed screens and people moving towards the basket very quickly. Miss free throw here.
Li Nan missing that 3-point play. 21-12, 9-point lead para sa Chinese national squad. Kenneth Durandes, binabantayan ni Zhang Jinsong. Narito si Marlou Aquino against Wang Shishi. Dennis Espino binigay kay Jeffrey Cariaso. And a steal by Li Nan against Jeffrey Cariaso. Jean off to Wang Shishi for the slam.
Yan ang malakas na sure ball niya.
Halos 99.9% na yung ganong klaseng tira para kay Wang Shishi. It is now an 11-point lead para sa People's Republic of China. Dennis Espino against Gong Xiaobin. Short with the attempt. Marlou Aquino's tap. Nakuha ni Li Xiaoyong. Dennis Espino will be charged with a foul.
Well, the Chinese are guarding us not in the zone. They are guarding us straight up man-to-man. We're really having a lot of problems.
All right, mga kaibigan, magkakaroon tayo ng substitutions on the PBA Centennial squad side. Ngunit bago po yan, let's have some words from home studios.
The Battle Begins is being brought to you by McDonald's, proud sponsor of the PBA Centennial team.
Well, ang PBA Centennial team, mga kaibigan, ay nilalamangan ng 11 puntos as you look at Chairman Butch Tuazon of the Philippine Sports Commission. China up by 11 points. That is Wang Shishi moving against EJ Feihl, who has just come in for Marlou Aquino. Gong Xiaobin missing from the outside. There's a tap by Li Xiaoyong. Gong Xiaobin. Open out to Li Nan. Li Nan on a run. Wala.
Pushing foul called against Wang there.
Wang Shishi.
Foul number 15, Wang
Pero nakita mo ito, naalala mo nung una natin nakita ito on live, partner. Medyo hindi ganyan ang katawan niya. Payat na payat siya noon. Eh. Ngayon medyo malaki na ang mga muscles. No?
21 anyos na ngayon yan, si Wang Shishi. Kenneth Remdes, pull-up jumper. Ayaw talaga pumasok ng mga outside shots ng PBA Centennial squad. Alvin Patrimonio tries to take it inside, but he's called for the traveling violation.
Kaya yung tira ni Alvin doon, nakalimutan rin niya ibaba yung bola. So, he got hit with the traveling violation. 9 minutes and 27 seconds left. 11-point lead dito para sa PROC team. Si Freddy Alasco, ang ating kaibigan from the BAP.
Basketball Association of the Philippines president. Samantala, tumikada galing sa lawas si Wang Shishi. Medyo hindi ata nagustuhan ng Chinese
coach yan, si Wang Fei.
Oh.
It's a big idea.
Napailing bigla.
6'10", 6'11", shooting from three-point territory. No?
Alvin Patrimonio of Dennis Espino. Kenneth Turandes, binabantayan ni Jean Jinsong.
It's great defense by the Chinese.
Huli, no?
Man to man, pero ang cover nila, they fight the pick and rolls, the screens.
13 seconds on the shot clock for the PBA Centennial squad. Lamang ng siyam ang Chinese. EJ Feihl hands it off to Kenneth Turandes. Uy, magic shot. Hindi pumasok. Napulit ni Wang Shishi ang bola para sa Chinese national squad. Binigay kay Li Xiaoyong. Here's Jean Jinsong. Li Nan. Binalik ulit sa kanya ni Wang Shishi. Li Nan misses. And Wang Shishi has the rebound. Out to Li. Galing sa labas. 3-point shot. Hindi pumasok. EJ Feihl has the rebound. At merong foul na tatawagin.
That's sort of a nice moral victory for us because EJ Feihl was alone against three rebounders of the Chinese. Tignan mo ito ha. Siya lang mag-isa doon. Puro puti yan. And he gets a nice rebound play and gets the foul from the Chinese.
Kaya nagkasigawan naman dito sa Araneta Coliseum mga kaibigan in support of EJ Feihl.
Nasa penalty na ang PROC team, so we'll have 2 free throws on that rebound foul against EJ Feihl. Most of our centers are the ones that are going to the free throw line. Marlou has been there for 6 attempts. EJ Feihl here has 2 attempts from the free throw line. Nag-improve rin itong batang ito. Obviously, his confidence.
Very confident dun sa kanyang free throws. And the lead of China is down again to 9 at 23-14. Ito bago pasok si Sun Jun. Kilala rin natin ito si Sun Jun. Gong Xiaobin working against Dennis Espino. Nilabas kay Li. Back to Jean Jinsong. Wang Shishi para sa rebound. Again to Jean. Sun Jun. Ito pinapasok pa. Pinaiikot muna ang bola. Tubikada si Sun Jun. EJ Feihl. Lumundag. Bihira natin makita lumundag yan si EJ Feihl. At mukhang makakakuha na naman siya ng foul.
Take 2 na naman yun.
Si Gong Xiaobin ang tatawagan ng kanyang pangatlo na yan.
He has not really been playing well and he has already picked up 3 fouls here.
All right, 7 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in the first half. Lamang ng siyam ang PROC team over the PBA Centennial squad. Let's pause for these reminders.
The Battle Begins is being brought to you by Caltex. Energy in action.
It's back! Caltex, stretch of action, dude! Get up with Caltex, with stretch of action. You're really stretching, so easy to win, just match it.
For every purchase of Caltex or Star Mart products, get 1 game card. Match 3 symbols and win free Caltex fuel. Coca-Cola or Nestle products instantly, or collect energy in action and get to win trips and cars, including an Alfa Romeo Spider.
Energy in action. Dessert sa McDo ngayon, Dessert McDouble na. Sunday Corn McDouble, 19 pesos lang. Sunday McDouble, 29 pesos lang. Apple Pie McDouble, 39 pesos lang. Mas sulit, basta't McDouble.
Tol, Ayos tong bagong pisil pack ng Pioneer Elastosil. Isang pisil ka lang, tapos kang butas ka. Madali pang isara. Buo pa!
Pioneer Elastosil Pisil Pack. Isang pisil ka lang.
Royal Jelly, ginseng, plus vitamins and minerals. Go beyond your multivitamin with Rogen 8 for primal energy.
Every stroke, pure energy. Every stride, pure strength. Every move, pure performance. Pushing it to the limit, doing it right. Happy Pure White, Happy Pure White.
Now, Happy Pure White has maximum fluoride protection, enhanced with allantoin and vitamin E for breath so cool, teeth so white.
Pushing it to the limit, doing it right. Happy Pure White, Happy Pure White.
Happy, the Pure White toothpaste.
May mabibili pa ba sa 25 pesos? Uy, timplang Pinoy na beef patty. Special sauce. Sarap! May soft drinks pa. Lato, 25 pesos lang. Sulit basta mag-flavors sa McDo.
The battle begins is being brought to you by Caltex. Energy in action. Daz dishwashing paste for dishes that dazzle. Just Daz it.
Sa kasalukuyan mga kaibigan, lamang ang Chinese national squad by 9 points as you look at PBA Commissioner June Bernardino. Nabanggit nga natin, Dr. J, napakaraming tao na narito ngayon sa Araneta Coliseum, and I'm sure na marami rin sa ating mga kababayan ang nakatuon ngayon ng kanilang mga television sets dito sa labang ito ng PBA Centennial and the Chinese national squad.
Pare, we'd also like to condole with the commissioner. No? Nag-pass away ang kanyang mother-in-law sa Amerika. Kaya medyo na-opilitan siyang umalis. Ginabot nga niya bago namatay ang kanyang mother-in-law.
Our sympathies to the family of Mrs. Bernardino. Whose mother-in-law ni Commissioner June Bernardino.
Maring Nini.
Wang Shishi is called for the traveling violation.
Kala ko na sasabihin ito si Parker natin
Vincent Pez, nagulat din ako.
Yung DJ talaga. Pero medyo umaangal si Coach Wang Fei. Ano ba ang tinawag ng referee? Pero traveling naman talaga yun.
Oy, Carriazo, lumusot. Pero ayaw pumasok ng bola. Wang Shishi. Ito ngayon si Jean. Iligay dito sa bagong pasok na si Liu Qiang.
One thing that I would like to make our televiewers aware of, and we've seen this already, is the Chinese move up the ball via the long pass. If you notice, they hardly wanna dribble if they can. And they don't necessarily attack except on the fast break. Panoorin yan. They're always using the long pass to get the ball up court very quickly, and that I'm sure our coaching staff is going to look at that and to make. That's one way that they try to beat the defense from coming down, especially if we use the big men who are not very quick. No?
Samantala, ito si Liu Qiang nagmintes, and then is Espino. Hindi. Natapik daw ni Sun Jun. Score standing at 24-16. Walo ang abante ng China over the PBA Centennial squad. Alvin Patrimonio up to EJ Feihl. Medyo malayo si EJ. Naghahanap ng papasahan. Dennis Espino is open for the jumper. Wala pa talaga yata pumapasok na tira sa labas itong mga PBA Centennial squad. Zhang. Wang Shishi, tumira na naman sa labas.
Pero may kamay ang batang yan.
Meron.
They're not using the place to get off a good shot.
Kenneth Durendes, masyado malakas yung pasa. Akala ni Jeffrey Carriazo, diretso na si Kenneth
So far, we have not seen the shooters like Jojo Lastimosa and Allan Caidic see action here. And, well, it's also the mismatch that the Chinese have because they're so very big. No? Except for the point guard, bihira yung dribble, talagang pasahan niya.
Ito naman si Wang Shishi, nalabas ulit kay Li Xiaoyong. Balik na naman kay Wang over EJ Feihl. Alvin Patrimonio para sa rebound. Pinigay kay Kenneth Durendes. Forward to Jeffrey Carriazo. Ayaw muna tumigada ni Jeffrey dahil wala pa yung mga kasamahan niya nasa likod.
Gumagawa na sila ng triangle play nila.
Ito na. Alvin Patrimonio. Oops. Medyo nabitawan din ni Alvin yung pasa na yun. Nag-alangan siya.
The Philippines are playing very, very, that's why team is trying to inspire them. Parang Are we playing in awe? Eh, matakot yan, di ba? Pare-pareho lang tayo niyan.
Minsan kasi, dahil nga, well, let's face it, talagang pinangingilagan ng karamihan ng mga basketball fans sa Pilipinas, itong China eh. Kaya kuminsan may tendency na manood o kaya maging sumobra ang pagbigay ng respeto doon sa kalaban.
Yes. Now the Philippine team is also in the penalty. So the top scorer for China so far in this ball game, Lee Xiaoyong, going to the free throw line, hit a couple of free throws, 3 free throws, 2 3-point shots.
Samantala, ilalabas si Kenneth Duremdes at si Jeffrey Cariaso in favor of Olsen Racela at si Jojo Lastimosa.
Well, I like that because in Olsen Racela, you have the natural point guard, and then of course Jojo Lastimosa is one of our better shooters, and we do need some shooting from the outside right now. Partner, turnovers in this ball game so far, the Chinese national team have made 9 and the Philippine team have made 5.
Well, 2 free throws here by China. At lamang na naman sila in double digits. 10-point lead for the Chinese national squad at 26-16. Alvin Patrimonio binigay kay Dennis Espino. The bounce pass to Lastimosa inside to Alvin Patrimonio. Holding foul called on Li Nan.
Foul number 10.
Li Nan is only 21 years old, but he's 6'5", partner, and he's 213. Now, Alvin is only about, if you really measure him, he's only about a little below 6'3".
Yes.
But Alvin has the power, you know. He's also a 200-pounder na marunong pumower himself, no. He can play the small forward position, he can play the power forward position. And in a triangle play, pag nagkaikot-ikot niyan, Alvin will be able to get position against even bigger players.
Marunong itong gumalaw si Patrimonio. He's got a good pivot move also.
We're having problems from the free throw line. That's very important that we make those kind of shots. Those gift free throws.
Also, Racela trying to put pressure on Lee Xiaoyong. Ayan, offensive foul na tatawagin. Kanina pa yan si Lee Xiaoyong.
Pangalawa na yun.
Kanina pa natin nakikita yan. Medyo gumagamit ng siko, tulak-tulak.
Although he does not agree. You're gonna see that hand ward off. That's what. That's already an offensive foul right there. Inulit pa ulit. Use the other hand. Ayaw mo patawagan. That's a very good, that's a correct call. That was late actually.
Ito ngayon sa Olsen Racela, binigay kay Jojo Lastimosa, Dennis Espino. Actually, yung crowd, kanina pa humihiyaw nung makita nila yun. Uy, magandang pasa ni EJ Feihl kay Olsen Racela sa ilalim.
And this
nice
guy, look at the spirit of Olsen.
Yan ang matindi kay Olsen. Li Nan being double-teamed by Jojo Lastimosa. And Olsen Racela, Jolas will be called for his first personal foul.
Tama rin yung referee doon. You know, they did the right thing. Ang problema, you're going to see this nice pass to Olsen Racela of coming from the outside, gets into the playing position and a nice basket underneath.
Credit should be given there to the good recognition by EJ Feihl.
Knowing where his teammate was.
Samantala, Li Nan at the line. 8-point lead ngayon ng Chinese national squad at 27-19. We have 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. Split charities by China, pero nakuha ni Lee Xiaoyong ang loose ball. Here's Li Nan. Batir. Lee Xiaoyong to Sun Jun.
Pasa-pasa yan.
Paikot-ikot ang bola. And the open shot for Liu Qiang. Lumabas ang bola in favor of the PBA Centennial team.
Well, the Chinese have benched a lot of their players so far. No? They've only used about 7 or 8 men here at the most. At saka yung katulad ni Lee Xiaoyong, halos hindi nila pinahihinga. Si Batir at si Wang Xixi nagpalitan.
Also, Racela gets it back to EJ Feihl. Jumper by Feihl is no good.
Yan naman yung long pass. Walang dribble halos.
At easy fast break play para kay Sun Jun. 10-point lead by China, 29-19, 4:33 remaining in the first half. Narito si Alvin Patrimonio, top of the key, 3-point shot. Wala. Dennis Espino with the offensive rebound. Sumaksak against Batir, and he is rejected. Jojo Lastimosa. Nice jump shot by Jolas.
You gotta have those perimeter shooting from those kind of people.
Ngayon lang yata pumasok yung medyo malayo-layong tira ng Pilipinas, ng PBA Centennial squad.
Na hindi layup or free throw shot.
Batir.
Ba? Sinasabi
parang
pala
ganun
ito,
yun.
may fade away pa. No? Perimeter fade away jump shot pa. So another 10-point lead. 4 minutes left in this first half of play.
Also, Racela directing operations for the PBA Centennial squad. Racela to Lastimosa. Pinabatea ni Sun Jun. Inside play para kay Alvin Patrimonio. Batir was there to try and prevent Alvin from getting that pass. Tatawagan ng pangatlong personal foul. Ito si Batir. Ito yung foul. Sumantala, Andy Seigle comes in for EJ Feihl, who goes back to the bench to a round of applause. Ngayon lang pinalitan itong si Lee Xiaoyong.
Yes.
Kasama si Batir na babalik sa bench. Samantala si Wang Shishi ay bumalik. Kasama naman itong si Ju Wei Song.
Who's about 5'11". Pero kung talaga, yan ang kanyang listed height. Pero tingin ko mga 5'10 lang yan. Maybe 5'9".
Halos magkasintagal na sila ni Olsen eh.
Olsen, no? 27 years old, 167 pounds. So lightweight, really a point guard. So let's see what he can do. Alvin also splitting his charities.
Oo, 2 beses na yan. Ju Wei Song, siya ngayon ang point guard para sa PROC.
Mahihirapan ito kay Olsen o kay Johnny.
Oo,
tingin ko, medyo mahihirapan ito.
Traveling.
Mahihirapan ito.
Medyo nabulabog siya ron doon sa pangungulit ni Olsen Racela.
Hindi ito kasing galing ng kanilang isang point guard na medyo kitang-kita mo pag hindi umiikot sa depensa, dire-diretso, inaatake niya.
Olsen Racela looking for a receiver. Racela pa rin binigay kay Dennis Espino.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. That's one thing we've got to learn how to work with.
Medyo sanay tayo sa 24 seconds. Ito, 30 ito. 30 seconds dito sa amateur. Jojo Lastimosa finds Andy Seigle. Nag-alangan.
Traveling. Good call. I tell you, when he has to put the ball down the floor, hirap talaga si Andy Seigle.
Score is 31-22 with 9-point lead para sa Chinese national squad. We have a timeout by China.
The Battle Begins is being brought to you by McDonald's, proud sponsor of the PBA Centennial team.
Nagbabalik po tayo mula sa Araneta Coliseum. Good evening, Philippines. At yan po si Mr. Bobong Veras, Chairman of Vintage Enterprises, and Mr. Joey Concepcion of the RFM franchise.
Sa likod si Elmer Yanga.
Team Manager Elmer Yanga.
Board representative.
Kaibigan natin yan. Very affable gentleman. 3 minuto pa nalalabi sa ating first half ng exhibition game between the PBA Centennial squad and the Chinese national team. Ay na naman si Wang Shishi from the outside.
May kamay talaga. He's really a shooter from the outside and a southpaw at that. Parang ating presidente.
Kaliwete, no ha?
Presidente na Amerika rin.
Bill Clinton, kaliwete rin. 33-22. 11 puntos ang lamang ng China over the PBA Centennial squad. Dennis Espino, Olsen Racela open. Hindi talaga maipasok ng mga outside shots. EJ Feihl, or rather, Andy Seigle. Uy.
3-second violation na tayo doon.
Kanina pa
Andy Seigle can't put down that ball on the floor and make the pivot move. He's trying to pivot but he cannot dribble. Parang natatakot siya, mawawala ang ball.
Ito ngayon si Ju Wei Song. Binigay kay Linan. Sun Jun. Against Jojo Lastimosa. Second personal para kay Jojo Lastimosa.
Kasama ko kayo isang kapatid po natin, si Donnie Lee. Si Donnie Lee po, yung mga ninuno nito, galing po mainland China, pero dito po pinanganak. Donnie, anong pakiramdam mo kayo? Pinapanood po yung Chinese national.
Maganda itong liga, itong game dahil para sa Chinese and Filipino organization.
Pero saan ka ba pinanganak?
Sa Cebu.
Sa Cebu. Pero yung mga ninuno mo?
Ang parents ko is from China.
From China talaga. Pero dito sa game na to, kanino ka ba kampi?
Siyempre sa Philippines.
Ganun ba? Pa-cheer naman dyan, pa-cheer naman.
Mabuhay ang Pilipinas.
Yun naman, Okay.
Dagang salamat, bye.
Cebuano pala.
Olsen Racela binigay kay Jun Limpot. Here's Jojo Lastimosa. It is now a 13-point lead para sa Chinese national squad. Double team si Jun Limpot. Maagaw ang bola.
Their defense is just fantastic. We're really having problems passing out of their double teaming and their hands up.
Uy, medyo mataas yung pasok yun at inagaw na kaagad ni Olsen Racela. Racela is a 5-on-2 Jojo Lastimosa nag-isip ng 3-point shot. Sumaksak sa loob. Reverse layup. That's a higher percentage shot.
That's a great, you see the veteran move in Jojo Lastimosa. Passing off a 3-point shot and going inside.
1:21 remaining in the first half. 11-point lead para sa China. Li Nan. Binigay ngayon kay Juwei Song.
Kailan dumipensa tayo dito? Cut down that lead as we go into the half-court.
Li Nan pumihit labang kay June Limpot and a foul will be called on June. So nakikita ngayon natin Dr. J, itong laro ng China parang pigil din no?
Well, I think they really want to shoot, no? And they want to, siguro, they've also had some of their supporters tell us that they've read in the papers that the Philippines wants to intimidate you by beating you. So, siyempre, na-challenge rin siya. We don't know if there are some players on this team that they're not using that could be probably part of their first five. Alam natin yung sinabi sa atin ni Mr. Ronnie kanina si Hu Weidong na binanggit na nila one of their better players is not gonna play because of an injury. So, pero hindi pumipigil yung depensa nila, partner.
Yun ang
where
matindi,
we're having a lot of problems is being able to get off good shots.
Bibihira nga tayo makakuha ng clear shots but minamalas-malas naman yung mga outside shooting natin. Hindi nyo papapasok.
Pero pare, bago tayo makatira sa labas, may tao sa harap
Yes,
nakaka-over
Ito si Olsen Racela. And there's going to be a foul called the Juwei Song. First personal on the relief point guard of the People's Republic of China.
Well, we're also having a lot of problems from the free throw line. As you take a look at Wang Fei, hopefully, ito si Olsen, who is one of the best free throw shooters at the PBA in the Philippines, will make these 2 free throws. Sort of pump up the other guys a little bit.
12 puntos ang lamang ng China. There's the first by Olsen Racela.
Yung mga good free throw shooters. Si Olsen, si Jojo, nandyan. Alvin, who's supposed to be a good free throw shooter, 2 out of 4.
Dalawang beses nag-split One more for Olsen.
Jun Limpot's also a good free throw shooter, but he hasn't gotten there to the free throw line.
Hindi pa.
Olsen is, he knew it was short.
Medyo body English. Pero pumasok na, udyok ang bola. Sun Jun bringing up the basketball para sa China. Biglang dumating sa Olsen Racela, Wang Shi. Li Nan.
Good defense.
Samantala, scramble for the loose ball. Wang Shi.
Going for one basket here, about the difference between 2 seconds in between game clock and shot clock.
And a 12-point lead para sa China. Marlou Aquino. Kinabas kay Olsen Racela. Shot clock is off, actually. Jun Limpot.
Foul yun,
foul.
And Jun
Si Jun Limpot na pupunta sa free throw line.
That was a foul by Li Nan.
11 segundos po nalalabi dito sa first half. Li Nan picking up his second personal foul.
Good Samson.
Yes, of Channel 13 and her daughter. Kasama dyan. Of course, siya po ang hepe ngayon ng IBC 13. Kung saan po ninyo napapanood itong pinakaabangang labanan ng PBA Centennial Squad and the Chinese basketball team, national basketball team. Alalahanin po ninyo itong PBA Centennial Squad at siya pong kakatawan sa Pilipinas sa darating na Asian Games sa Disyembre. Nagaganapin po sa Bangkok, Thailand.
We're gonna go into the half court with something positive. Hindi na natin naagaw yun. Kailan mahinto ni Marlou ito.
Ang sisi sa ilalim, marunong ding mag-reverse layup at nakakuha pa ng foul. So a 3-point play possibility here para sa Chinese with 1 second remaining.
Masakit yun because ayun ang foul and a nice reverse layup with the left hand. Well, he is left-handed.
Nakita mo naman ang free throw, no? Walang kahirap-hirap.
Gotta get it to Jojo. Put it up.
Single to Jola.
Put it up.
Yes! 3-point shot.
Yes.
Yun ang masarap. That made up for everything that happened in the first half. Bagamat lamang pa rin ang China by 10 points. That really brought the house down with 1 second to go. Inbound to Jojo Lastimosa. And he rose to the occasion. Ito, makikita po ninyo, galing sa center line yan. Mighty heave by Jolas. And he hits pay dirt. Ganun pa man, labang pa rin ang Chinese national squad ng 10 puntos, 41-31. We go to the halftime break.
Halftime report is brought to you by McDonald's, proud sponsor of the PBA Centennial Team.
Okay, kasama po natin ngayon si Ronald McDonald. Kilalang-kilala po ito si Ronald. Of course, representing McDonald's, the proud sponsor of the PBA Centennial Team. Ronald, kamusta na?
Hi, good evening. Okay naman po.
Okay, Ronald, meron kang mensahe para sa mga kababayan natin, sa mga nanonood sa atin dito sa larong ito. Ano ba yung mensahe mo para sa mga kababayan natin, Ronald?
Actually, good evening po sa lahat. Iniimbitahan ko lang po kayo na suportahan po natin ang Philippine Centennial Team. Hindi lang po ngayong gabi, pati po yung mga succeeding games nila in Philippines and outside Philippines. And then pagdasal po natin na sana may panalo nila ang Asian Games at ang karangalan po nila ay karangalan din po ng bawat Pilipino. So let's all cheer for the dream. Let's all cheer for the Philippine team. That's all.
Ayan ang gusto ko eh. Nagtatagalog si Ronald McDonald. Salamat sa iyo, Ronald. Okay, back to the panel.
Salamat sa iyo, Randy McDonald at Ronald Sakdalan. Hindi, nagkamali yata ako ron. Hindi, nagtatagalog kasi kaya medyo nalito ako eh. Anyway, mga kaibigan, narito po tayo sa ating McDonald's halftime report in the exhibition game between the PBA Centennial squad at the Chinese national team. Alam mo, dalathala sa mga pahayagan kanina, Dr. J, na si Coach Tim Con ng PBA Centennial squad was pretty guarded about the chances of the Philippine team. Sabi niya, basta wag lang tayo matatambakan, medyo okay na yun.
Yeah, I think it's more of a learning process and a chance for us to look at some of their players so that we can size them up kung ano talagang style nila and for our players to learn. For example, katulad ni Wang Cici, sila Batir. I think these guys are going to be in the national team. That's definite. Saka yung si Lee Xiaoyong. So, pag oportunidad na yan para panoorin mo, size them up, see where their strengths and weaknesses are. One of their basic strengths, which I've been telling you, and I think you and I more or less agree on that, is their defense. They're playing you straight up man-to-man. Halos hindi na nga nagsosona where they could have used their height advantage and challenge your outside shooters. Hirap na hirap pa tayo magkaroon ng oportunidad na tumira na malapit. And some of our statistics will bear us out on those things that I just mentioned. No?
Yes, nakita natin nung first half, mga kaibigan, na kung saan po lumang na 10 itong Chinese national squad. Very fluid the movements. At ito yung mga numbers na sinasabi mo, Dr. J.
Well, field goal percentage shooting for both squads is not good. Although the Chinese did hit three-point shots. We did hit one at the end of the first half, courtesy of Jojo Lastimosa. But they had 32 attempts compared to only 25 attempts for us. So 7 less attempts and lower field goal percentage certainly is not going to help us. Very close on free throws, shootings, but the assists again in favor of the Chinese national team, 14-8.
Okay, mga kaibigan, nevertheless, we're hanging in there. At sabi nga ni Coach Tim Con, we should not expect the PBA Centennial squad na tatambakan itong China. Alam naman natin magaling yan. At itong PBA Centennial squad, medyo nag-uumpisa pa lang nung kanilang rigorous training en route to the Asian Games in Bangkok in December. So, abangan po ninyo ang second half ng labanang ito ng PBA Centennial squad and the national team of the People's Republic of China coming right up.
The halftime report was brought to you by McDonald's, proud sponsor of the PBA Centennial Team.
Okay, kasama ko po ngayon isang ay veteranong aficionado po ng basketball, si Mang Romy Gatpayat po ng Pateros. Mang Romy, dumayo kayo dito para panoorin itong ating RP team.
Opo. At gusto nga po namin malaman kung ano ang pakikita ng ating team laban dito sa China.
Teka muna. Alam ko marami pa sa amin kayo marami na kayo pinagdaan ng basketball. Ano ba yung naalala nyo pinakahuling memorable na laro ng Philippines versus China?
Yung pong natatandaan ko na sila yung maglabang huli noong pong Second Asian Games na ginawa dito sa Pilipinas, doon sa Rizal Memorial. Alas 5 ang schedule ng laro. Alas 12 pa lang, nasa loob na kami ng Rizal Memorial Coliseum dahil yun lamang ang venue nung araw.
Alam ba nag-resto? Sino mga players na naalala nyo nun?
Ang natatanda ko na si Loizaga, si Mumar, si Hinato, si Tolentino, yan ang mga si Bautista, si Mayor Bautista. Yan.
Alala nyo ba kung ano naging resulta?
Aba, panalo tayo. Pero kung hindi dahil doon sa ginawa ni Silva na deep freeze na tinatawag, na talagang inubos ng ating team ang oras sa pamamagitan ng pagdidribble, malamang natalo tayo noon.
Okay. Ano po mga kaibigan, salamat po si Mang Romy. Dito po sa mga libo-libo dumaan sa Araneta. Mamaya po, iikot pa tayo. Salamat Mang Romy. At talagang, okay.
Mabuhay ang Pilipinas!
Maganda yung interview na yun ni kasama Raymond. Freeze the ball.
Pero alam natin, bawal na ngayon.
Bawal na yan.
Dahil may 30-second shot clock. Sa basketball nung araw. Meron rin tinalo ng Rizal minsan yung isang Ateneo, kaya naging rival siya.
Doon sa ganun din.
Matagal na yan, that was pre-war.
Ganun.
Nakakwento lang sa akin na isang kaibigan ko.
Hindi mo inabot.
Siyempre. Ito naman, partner.
Okay, mga kaibigan. Alam nyo yung basketball like any other thing. Nagpo-progress yan. Kaya hindi na ho pwede yung dribble.
Wala tayong 3-point shot.
Oo, tama. Marami yan. Mga penalty situation. Wala yan. Okay, mga kaibigan. Handa na po ang ating second half ng labanang ito, exhibition game between the PBA Centennial Squad and the Chinese National Squad. Sa pag-uumpisa po ng ating second half, lamang ang Chinese National Squad by 10 points at 41-31.
EJ Feihl going up against Wang CC at the center slot. Patrimonio, Lastimosa, Duremdes, and Dennis Espino joins EJ Feihl on the lineup of the Filipinos.
Samantala, si Li Xiaoyong, ito po nag-upisang point guard para sa China, ay nasa loob na naman. Inside pass to Li Nan. Kinuyog si Li Nan. Tatlo-tatlo nagbabantay. Nakuha ni Jojo Lastimosa ang bola. Jolas into the front court. Tuloy-tuloy si Jojo Lastimosa against Gong Xiaobing.
Nice
Wala.
Well, being not a natural point, walang tumatakbo sa wings. No?
Li Nan over Alvin Patrimonio.
Parang ang dali sumut para sa Chinese.
Pull-up jumper, easy para kay Li Nan, who already has 8 points in the game para sa Chinese national squad.
We're showing more movement now in our offense. They're playing the triangle a little bit more loose with more motion.
Dennis Espino tries to go up against Li Xiaoyong. EJ Feihl with the offensive rebound, pero masyado malakas yung putback. Dennis Espino recovers it at the baseline. Press 30-second shot clock para sa PBA Centennial squad. Kenneth Duremdes directing operations for the Filipinos. Dennis Espino laban kay Li Xiaoyong. Espino inching closer outside to Kenneth Duremdes. Hindi nakita si EJ Feihl. Duremdes with the jump shot. Ayaw talagang pumasok yung mga tira sa labas. Dalawa pa lang nakita natin parang kay Jojo Lastimosa.
And of course, earlier in the beginning, Jun Limpot did hit a jump shot from the left side corner, about a 12-14 footer. Pero bihirang-bihira tayo maka-attempt na mabuti dun sa mga perimeter and long shooting.
Even doesn't lead para sa China at 43-31. Hindi pa tayo nakakascore dito sa second half. Dennis Espino trying to prevent Gong Xiaobing from getting that pass. Tatawagan ng foul sa Dennis Espino. That will be his third personal foul. Inbounds ni Li Nan over to Zhang Jinsong. Got it to Wang Shishi against EJ Feihl. Dennis Espino
saves it.
Montik na. Ito ngayon si Kenneth Duremdes going against Li when Jojo Lastimosa is fouled.
Good pump fake there by Jojo Lastimosa to get that defender flying up into the air.
Li Xiaoyong now has 3 personal fouls to his name and will send Jojo Lastimosa to the free throw line.
You've also got to credit the transition defense na pinakikita dito ng Chinese. No? That's why they've limited our fast break points to only 5 there in the first half. Jojo also missing from the free throw line.
Marami-rami na tayo namimintis niya. Panlimang miss na yan ng Pilipinas from the free throw line.
Makes the adjustment. Leading scorer for the Philippines, si Jojo Lastimosa.
Right, Jolas currently has 8 points in the game, including a buzzer beater. Dun sa first half, sa pagtatapos ng first half, a 3-point shot from center court. Gong Xiaobing.
Yes. Gagalit si Coach Cone dahil dapat yung isang player natin dapat rotate and at least cover that guy but cannot give him the open jump shot.
Back to the biggest lead of 13 points para sa China. Jojo Lastimosa trying to get past Li Xiaoyong. May konting flop doon and instead A foul is going to be called on Gong Xiaobin.
That's number 4.
Yan.
Yes. Saka si Li Xiaoyong papalitan ulit nung number 4 na si Ju Weisong.
Ju Weisong, papalit.
Gong Xiaobin has got to be replaced and he's going to be the first time mapapanood natin si Lu Yudong.
Ngayon lang papasok ito para sa China. Number 11, Liu Yudong, standing 6'6", 27 years old.
Stocky fellow.
EJ fouled the handoff to Kenneth Duremdes. Sinabayan ni Zhang Jinsung. Tatawagan ng foul. Second personal on Zhang Jinsung, although the coach of China claims na it was a clean block.
He got all balls.
Kenneth Duremdes at the line. As you look at Coach Tim Cone, Duremdes, unang puntos po yan ni Kenneth Duremdes in this game. He had a couple of attempts na hindi pumasok both from the inside and the outside.
Yeah, even yung kanyang usually yung scoop shot niya after he gets away from the defensive player.
Ito na yung kanilang pamalit na point guard na si Ju Weisong. Inside, Zhang Jinsung. Tatawagan ng foul si Alvin Patrimonio.
Yan isa pang problema natin Alvin, if he has to extend that defense all the way 25 feet.
Sa labas,
he has no speed to guard players like that, that has that kind of mobility and speed. Nahirapan talaga siya sumunod that far away from the basket.
Zhang Jinsung coming off the bench para sa China. As you look at their head coach, Wang Fei. Ano kaya ni Meng Fei yan? Ano yun? Wang Fei ba yun? Ni Meng Fei, yung artista?
Karatista.
46-34, even doesn't lead para sa People's Republic of China. As the PBA Centennial squad, Kenneth Duremdes, inagawan ni Wang Zizi.
Hindi
sabi ni Kenneth, teka, sandali lang. Dennis Espino. What a move by Dennis Espino. Diyan sila malilito. Yung mga ganyang klaseng tikada. Nakita nyo naman yung mga kababayan natin. So, paano ang galak na ipinakikita. Kaya sisigawan na nito ng defense. Number 11 man, Liu Yudong. Up against Dennis Espino. Jumper by Liu. Wala. Jojo Lastimosa taps it over to Dennis Espino.
Yeah, he can't give up on this national team right now. They're just going to have to get settled down.
PBA Centennial squad now on the attack. Kenneth Duremdes. Duremdes medyo nagkandara pa. Merong foul na tatawagin. Linan will be called for his third personal foul. Ito, panoorin niyo yung galaw kanina ni Dennis Espino na talaga naman nagsigawan yung mga tao. Ito. Oops, nandiyan ka? Dito ako sa kapila.
Dito. That's another problem that the Chinese usually have. They seldom make substitutions, and that's why they get their first 5 into foul trouble very early in the ball game. Kasi they really want to pound on you immediately. Gusto kayang bugbugin ka agad, so ginagamit nila yung 5 or 6 man nila kaagad.
EJ Feihl, binigay kay Dennis Espino.
Balik ulit sa isolation dito para kay Dennis.
Espino working against Liu Yudong. Matagal pa yan. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Alalahanin po ninyo, 30-second shot clock. Ito, binigay kay EJ Feihl. Medyo mabagal ang reaction. At tinabutan siya ni Wang Zizi. Dennis Espino trying to keep it alive. Yes! Dennis Espino! Putting life back into the PBA Centennial squad. Lead has been cut down to 8. 46-38. Liu Yudong against Dennis Espino. At ito naman, Blanca. Ju Weisong missing it badly. Kenneth Duremdes. Kaharap niya si Wang Zizi. Outside shot. 3-pointers. No good. Dennis Espino para sa offensive rebound. Espino looking for a receiver na labas kay Jojo Lastimosa. Kenneth Duremdes humihingi ng pasa. He's up against Ju Weisong.
Kaya ni Kenneth ito.
Ayan. Iikutan na ni Kenneth Duremdes. Uy, pinasa pa. Nakita niya si Wang Zizi naghihintay sa ilalim. Liu Yudong. Tuloy-tuloy. Wala. Tippin. Wala pa rin. And rebound scramble ends in a loose ball in favor of China. Humahabol po Pilipinas. It's an 8-point lead by China at 46-38. Hindi po magkamayaw dito yung punong-punong Araneta Coliseum. Napakaingay. Wang Zizi Nilabas kay Linan. 3-point shot. Wala. Nakuha ulit niya. Linan, masyado malakas. Yu Dong. And a foul is going to be called on Alvin Patrimonio.
He didn't want that. He didn't like that call, no?
Oo, akala niya, huling-huli na niya eh. Pakiramdam ni Alvin, huling-huli. Samantala, Johnny Abarientos will come in para kay Kenneth Turendes at nagsisigawan yung mga tao rito. Hoping na Johnny Abarientos can add to the fire. Samantala, si Vergel Meneses ay papasok din para kay Jojo Lastimosa on the PBA Centennial squad side. Samantala, si Zhang Jinsong ay lumabas muna para sa China.
Itong mga reserve players na ng China ito. No? Remember, he came in to replace the foul-troubled Dong Xiaobin.
Yes.
So medyo feeling a little of the pressure. Hirap rin talaga mag-coach ng all-star team eh. Katulad ng atin, no? Tamo si Allan, di pa nagagamit dito.
Tama. At si Vergel, bagamat nag-umpisa ito kanina, ngayon lang uli nabalik. Dennis Espino. Ngayon din si Johnny Abarientos eh. Vergel Meneses from the outside.
Yes.
Alam ni Vergel Meneses na medyo umuusok na ang PBA Centennial squad and he has to contribute. 7-point lead na lang ngayon para sa China, down from 13.
Time to get going, ha?
Ju Wei Song, binabantayan ni Johnny Abarientos. Lumabas si Li Nan off to Sun Jun. Ito si Liu Yu Dong against Dennis Espino. Kinakatawan ni Liu Yu Dong si Dennis Espino.
Hindi niya kaya.
Wala. DJ Feihl has the loose ball. Ito bata kay Pilipinas. Dennis Espino.
Oh! Give up the ball.
No! Ito naman si Dennis Espino against Wang Xixi. And a foul is going to be called on Li Nan.
Pang-apat na yata. May technical pa.
Technical. Nagreklamo itong si Li Nan nung tinawagan siya. At pang-apat. Ha? Fourth personal foul plus a technical foul. Panlima yun.
May fouls out.
Yes. Foul out na. Ito si Li Nan. Nakakalaan mo, ito si Li Nan eh, nakaka-8 points na itong well, one of the top scorers, no? Sapagkat yung top scorer nila si Li Xiaoyong, yung numero 6, may 10 points. Si Wang Xixi mayroong 9. 8 points itong si Li Nan, and he fouls out of the game with 14 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the second half. Lamang na 7 ang People's Republic of China, down from 13. We have a timeout.
Introducing new Pizza Mia from Pizza Hut for as low as 85 pesos. 85 lang?
Cut!
Pizza Mia? 85 talaga?
Cut!
85? Sigurado kayo?
Cut! Oh, break muna!
Super cheesy. Sarap ng toppings.
Uy, ganyan naman.
Crispy, crispy.
What a pizza!
What a price! Oh, take na, take na! Direct, ubus na yung Pizza Mia. New Pizza Mia from Pizza Hut.
Basta pizza, Mia!
Ngayong panahon ng krisis, magastos magkasakit. Kaya mas kailangan mo ng Crucible upang tulungang patibayin ang iyong katawan pagkat ngayong panahon ng krisis, bawat magkasakit.
The Battle Begins is being brought to you by Caltex. Energy in action. McDonald's, proud sponsor of the PBA Centennial Team.
Okay, magandang babae naman po ang ating medyo nasungkit ngayon para ma-interview. Ito po si Lisa, isa sa mga dumayo po dito sa gabing ito. Lisa, kamusta ba? Ano ba palagay mo doon sa RP team natin?
Tingin ko meron silang play na ginagawa eh. That's why kung mapapansin nyo, puro inside ang play nila, hindi sila nag-outside shooting.
Aha, so ano palagay mo? May pag-asa pa rin ba yung RP Centennial team?
I think so. They're very, very good.
So pupunta ka ba ng Bangkok para manood ng isang game?
If I have the money, I'll go there. I'll support the team.
Okay, isang cheer naman dyan para sa Philippines.
Hep, hep, hooray!
Okay, thank you, Lisa.
Okay, thanks.
Hooray! The nationalistic fervor is alive here at the Araneta Coliseum. Puno-puno tayo.
Raymond yung babae. Hindi mo ng ticket.
Oo.
Tali,
ano ba naman yun?
Pupunta siya. Di ikaw na magbayad.
Samantala, mahabol na Pilipinas ang PBA Centennial squad with Johnny Abarientos has 2 free throws. 5 na lang ang abanda ng China. Ju Wei Song ang point guard ng China. Binubulabog ni Johnny Abarientos. Ju Wei Song pa rin.
May rapat tumawag ng playan over Johnny and Olsen. He's not as good as number 6.
Ito si Gong Xiaobin, and a blocking foul will be called on Dennis Espino. will be number 4. Delikado sa Dennis Espino. Maganda pa naman ang nilalaro ni Dennis,
Yes.
both on the offense and defense.
Well, Dennis is showing a lot of spirit, which is what we need on defense. We have got to be a little bit rugged and we've got to really be strong. 4 ang team foul ng Pilipinas, nasa penalty na ang Chinese team.
Ito ngayon si Wang Shishi. Pumihit. Uy, inabot ni EJ Feihl. Good defense by EJ. Johnny Barrientos ngayon pushing the ball up. Medyo mataas yung pasa. Napulot ni Alvin Patrimonio. There's a tap by Sun Jun. Pero nakuha pa rin ni Alvin. Binigay kay Johnny now to EJ Feihl. Medyo malayo si EJ.
Yes, Vergel.
Nakita si Vergel. Meneses open shot. Wala. And Dennis Espino trying to recover the basketball. Nakuha ni Gong Xiaobin para sa China. Ito bubulusok si Zhang at tatapik ni Johnny Barrientos ang bola. Nabigay kay EJ Feihl. Back to Johnny. Johnny Barrientos. Labang kay Zhangsun at binigay kay Vergel Meneses. Alvin Patrimonio. Wala. And Gong Xiaobin para sa rebound for China. Jue Song. Kagad binaba ang bola. Gong Xiaobin is going to be fouled from behind.
Sayang yung oportunidad natin with 2 offensive plays to cut down that lead to a single point, and we muffed it.
Batala EJ Feihl will be called for that foul. First personal on EJ. Batala si Batir ay pumasok para kay Wang Shishi at si Li Xiaoyong ay babalik naman para kay Jue Song. And Marlou Aquino on the other side para sa PBA Centennial squad is back. Kasama si Jun Limpot.
They replaced Dennis Espino and EJ Feihl. Now, Marlou's got to play with the kind of intensity na pinakita ni EJ Feihl. I mean, he may not have scored, at all, but he got the rebounds, he blocked shots, he intimidated on the inside. And Marlou can do that, certainly. Just got to show it.
Yes. Back to a 7-point lead para sa China. We have 12 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the second half. Johnny Barrientos. Remember, we're playing 20-minute halves. Amateur rules po tayo.
Nagsona na ang Chinese to conserve their fouls, because mga foul trouble na yung mga yan, kaya nagsona na yan.
Johnny Barrientos against Batir. Marlou Aquino, back to the basket shot by the skyscraper. Samantala, fast break play. Sun Jun. Whoa, Binlaka. Oy, offensive foul pa tatawagin. Or rather, traveling violation on Sun Jun.
Tama yung tawag na yun, na-intimidate kay Marlou.
Medyo nagulat eh.
Alam niya, mabablanka siya. Nakita nila kung paano sinupalpal ni Marlou si Lina kanina.
Matagal-tagal na rin natin hindi nakikitang ganito kapuno ang Araneta Coliseum, Dr. J. Nice pass, but Vergel Meneses was hemmed in and he loses possession. Li Xiaoyong, pinasa kay Sun Jun, medyo malakas.
Traveling na naman yun.
Dapat natawagan na yan eh. Sun Jun. Ito, laban kay Johnny Barrientos. Batir against Marlou Aquino. Sinabas ulit kay Sun Jun. Oops, natapit para ba si Jun Limpot. Para namatay yung shot clock
So medyo magkakaroon ng official stand na nawala yung shot clock.
Medyo nagkaroon ng problema. Sayang, may momentum ng PBA Centennial squad ay nagpipick up na ngayon. At magkakaroon po ng officials timeout. The lead of China has been cut down to only 5. With time down to 11 minutes and 49 seconds. Okay na po yung shot clock. So 10 seconds remain for the Chinese national squad. Alalahanin po natin. Okay, we'll pause for some reminders.
Daz dishwashing paste for dishes that dazzle. Just Daz it.
Nice block by Marlou Aquino, and all that shot by Li Xiaoyong. Lumabas ang bola. Lamang ng China is only 5 points at naghihiyawan ng mga tao rito sapagkat pinasok na ang trigger man, Allan Caidic, for the first time in the game tonight.
At alam na nakikita na ng Filipino fans na medyo ganado yung mga players natin na wala na yung kaba, yung gigil, yung sinasabi.
Kanina nga, medyo parang gigil, na parang nervous. Ito si Jun Limpot, umaatake. Binigay kay Johnny Barrientos. Merong offensive foul.
Sayang.
Pasok sana. No basket there. As Jun Limpot rammed into one of the defenders of China there. Third personal foul kay Jun Limpot. The score stands at 49-44 in favor of China. Alalahanin po ninyo, mabot po sa 13. Ang abante nitong China kanina, makailang beses. Pero ngayon po, naibaba na ng Pilipinas. Umaatras si Batir. And a foul will be called on Marlou Aquino.
Yan ang medyo hindi natin kaya, no? But he really is the better center. No? Nakita mo the way he powers himself in. With little steps, nakukuha niya yung position niya against Marlou.
Ito, yung galaw, oh. Tsaka malakas ito, eh.
Yeah. Tsaka alam niya yung pihit niya kaagad kung nasaan na siya, eh. So he used the glass properly in that play, yes. Hindi siya nagbabali ng tira, diretso kaagad doon sa glass.
Batir at the line for the three-point play.
Completed. That gave them a little breathing space, pero nasa atin pa rin ang momentum.
Still an 8-point lead rather para sa PROC or People's Republic of China. Vergel Meneses may tangan ng bola para sa PBA Centennial squad. He takes it inside. And there's going to be a foul. It will be on Sun Jun.
Pero penalty na rin, so 2 free throws siya.
So 2 shots here para sa aerial Voyagers. Si Vergel Meneses. Meneses so far has 4 points in the game. All scored in the first half. Five points now for Vergel. Nakakatuwa naman yung suporta yung binibigay ng ating mga kababayan. Yan yung sinasabi rin nung McDonald's na cheer for the dream at cheer for the team. Ating PBA Centennial squad, nakaharap po ito sa Asian Games sa Disyembre. Matinding labanan yan. At ito ang isa sa mga inaakalang malalakas na squad ng Chinese national team. Batir. Nilabas kay Sun Jun. Inside pass to Gong Xiaobin. Lee. From the corner, wala. Vergel Meneses para sa rebound. Tumatakbo ngayon ng PBA Centennial squad. Meneses goes all the way. Magic shot. Marlou Aquino with the offensive rebound. And the back to the basket shot is good by Marlou Aquino.
Now Marlou saw the way EJ Feihl played, and he really is playing a little bit better. Not only on defense, but also on offense.
This is the closest that the PBA Centennial squad has come to the lead of China. Just a 4-point lead now by the Chinese. At hindi po magkamayaw ang mga kababayan natin dito sa Araneta Coliseum. Alam namin na kayo pong nanonood sa inyong mga television sets. Marahil ay nagsisigawan din kayo. Alam namin, medyo ginagabi na tayo, pero okay lang yan dahil yung kapitbahay nyo nanonood din. Gising rin yan.
Sabay na kayo sumigaw.
Okay lang yan. Para naman sa bansa ito. Kaya yun po ang hinihingi natin suporta. Hindi lamang dito sa mga laro-laro ng mga exhibition dito. All the way na yung suporta natin sa ating delegation para sa Asian Games sa Disyembre. Samantala, 2 free throws gives the Chinese another 6-point lead at 54-48. Johnny Barrientos binigay kay Allan Caidic. Alam mo, nung pumasok si Allan, tinuturo ka agad ng coach ng China. Si Allan, kilala niya. Oo, kilala niya. Sabi niya, naku, pahirapan tayo niya pagka hindi niyo binatayan ng so. Ito na. Trigger man goes up. Medyo mahina yata. Jun Limpot with an ear tip in, and he gets the offensive rebound. Limpot against Batir. Whoop! Nilabas kay Johnny. Abarientos. Hindi makatira. Nilabas ulit kay Jun Limpot. 3-point shot.
Oo. Medyo excited si Jun eh. There's plenty of time on that shot clock.
Ang laki pa ng shot clock na yun. Lee Xiaoyong labang kay Johnny Abarientos. Sun Jun binabantayan ni Vergel Meneses. Batir against Marlou Aquino.
Offensive foul or foul si Jun? Foul si Jun.
Jun Limpot tatawagan ng foul na yun. Pangapat na yan ni Jun Limpot.
Nasa penalty na rin tayo, so that's gonna be free throw shots for Gong Xiaobin.
Ito si Gong Xiaobin, meron ng 7 points. Alam natin, versatile player din itong si Gong Xiaobin, Dr. J.
He's a better scorer than that. He's one of the top scorers na napapansin natin sa mga huling mga partisipasyon ng kanilang kupunan. Kaya ito, veterano na ito.
May foul.
Kanino?
Maong si referee Matt Calizar. Allan. Napakamot si Allan Caidic. At alam natin, nasa penalty na ito.
So that shot counted, no? And then parang loose ball, foul, 2 free throws na naman.
Ito para kay Batir naman. Yung malaking higante nung China. Bigla na naman lumobo itong kalamangan ng PROC to 9 points at 57-48. Kanina, natapyas na natin yan to only 4.
We're giving them too many free throw shots, and this guy is a good free throw shooter for a big man, no?
Yeah.
Definitely. Ang ganda ng bitaw niya.
Saka pala mga kaibigan, abangan ninyo at the end of the game, we'll be choosing our Crucible Best Player of the Game.
Parang naalala ko yan.
Yung Crucible, alam ko Amantala, play is broken up again. Ayan na si Guang Xiaobing sa ilalim, and Marlou Aquino will give up the foul.
And again, the Chinese are able to push the ball up.
Pang-apat na ni Marlou, Dr. J. Well, China has a 10-point lead at 58-48 with 9 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the game. We have a timeout.
The Battle Begins is being brought to you by Caltex. Energy in action. In cooperation with Happy, the pure white toothpaste. Daz dishwashing paste for dishes that dazzle. Just Daz it.
If you think we've got a full crowd here at the Araneta Coliseum, you're thinking right. Hindi lang po full sapagkat hanggang doon sa kaduluduluhan sa ibabaw ay talaga naman punong-puno ng tao. At siyempre pa, gusto natin makita kung ano talaga ang ibubuga nitong Chinese national squad. Alam natin na matindi ang preba nito. Ika nga, kung gagamitin natin yung mga kataga ni Dr. J.
Mahilig ka doon.
At ito ng mga at the PBA Centennial squad. Kilala natin ng mga individual players na yan. Pero ang gusto natin makita is how they play as a team. Alam natin na mula pa noong Abril nag-i-ensayo na ito. Pero hindi ganun kadalas at hindi ganun katindi. Ito nga ang unang matinding pagsubok.
Wala kang kompetensya, partner eh. Of that kind of play and of that caliber of team.
Nice pass by Allan Caidic. Vergel Meneses pulls up for the jump shot. Meneses now has 8 points in the game. Saka pala si Marlou Aquino just picked up his 4th personal foul kanina, no?
Andy Seigle has come back into the ball game replacing Limpot, no?
Ito si Batir, binabatean ni Marlou. Nilabas kay Sun Jun, 3-point shot, kumalog, hindi pumasok. Agawan sa rebound. Whoops, lumabas, last touch. Teka, medyo nakagirian itong si Andy Seigle at si Gong Xiaobing. Agad pumagit na si referee Matt Calizar.
Buti naman na inawat kaagad ng referee na nagkahiwalay-hiwalay. Ngayon medyo nagtatawa na nila silang dalawa.
9-point lead by the People's Republic of China over the PBA Centennial squad. Johnny Abarientos to Andy Seigle. Seigle against Gong Xiaobing. Allan Caidic binigyan ng pick ni Seigle. Wayaw. Kaya the tap by Andy Seigle. Naku ni Johnny Abarientos.
Alam naman, yan ang pinakamaliit na player on the floor.
Yes.
Pero he's probably the wiliest of them all. Saka yung dampot niya ng loose ball sabay gamit ng glass.
4th point by Johnny. The first 2 points by Johnny were on free throws. Samantala, pumita na naman si referee Matt Calizar. Andy Seigle. Mukhang hindi pa tapos yung kanilang chapter ni Gong Xiaobing. Humihingi si Coach Wang Fei ng technical. Sabi niya, tawagan mo na ng technical yan. Pero pa man, 2 shots will be awarded to Gong Xiaobing.
Both teams are in the penalty. We've got 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in this ball game.
Meanwhile, Jeffrey Cariaso is back in the game.
Replacing Allan Caidic.
Yes.
Bigyan ng konting exposure si Allan Caidic. He had 2 jump shots from the outside. Time to go a little bit bigger dahil masyado rin maliit yung team natin.
Oo, tama. Pangalawa ni Gong Xiaobing pumasok. There's Coach Wang Fei of the Chinese. Lamang na naman ng 8 ang PROC at 60-52. 7 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game.
So na ang Chinese, no?
Oo.
2-3. Nag-go 1-2-2, 1-3-1. Depende kung saan mapunta sitwasyon.
Medyo masikip sa loob, sabi ni Jeffrey Cariaso. And medyo sinuwerte yung Centennial squad doon dahil tumama sa sapatos ng isang defender ng China. 13 seconds on the shot clock for the PBA Centennial squad. Narito si Johnny Abarientos.
They're zoning us while they're trying to conserve their fouls.
Vergel Meneses sumaksak against Batir. Wala. And we hear the referee's whistle.
Another foul, I think. Seigle. No, EJ Feihl this time.
Second personal on EJ Feihl. Kung titignan natin itong si Batir at saka si EJ, halos magkasintangkad lang.
That's right. Batir is listed as 6'10".
6'10", oo, si Batir.
Si EJ Feihl is listed at 7'1", pero hindi naman siguro yun. Well, kung titignan ko pag sa loob parang mas malaki. Hindi lang sila nagsasabay, pero parang mas matangkad sa akin si Wang Sisi kaysa kay Batir. I think Wang Sisi would be a legitimate 7-footer.
Pero sa listing dito, matangkad pa ng half an inch.
Batir looks big because he has bigger muscles and bigger shoulders. No?
Meanwhile, it's a 9-point lead para sa China at 61-52. Jeffrey Carriazo, Johnny Abarientos to Vergel Meneses. Meneses pa rin. Binigay kay Jeffrey Carriazo. That's a handoff to Johnny. He gets a clear look at the basket and he scores it. Johnny Abarientos. 7-point lead para sa China at 61-54. Timed out to 7:07.
Alam mo what we're not showing the Chinese is our ability to trap. Hindi tayo nagtatrap
Oo nga, no?
Hindi natin pinakikita muna sa level. You notice Johnny just guarding him straight up pero nobody's trapping the ball carrier.
That's correct.
We can do that with two players, with Barrientos and Torrentes and things like that. But we're not showing them that.
Alam niyo naman dito sa mga international competitions, mga kaibigan, lalo na ito, the exhibition game lang naman ito, medyo may mga alas na tinatago tayo dyan. And I'm sure yung China ganun din.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's a shooting, no? But I don't think they have much strategy on trapping, and I don't think they'll have success trapping Johnny Abarientos or our team. I think we should be well prepared for that. They might have a problem if we trap them.
Yun, dapat natin makita kung talaga magagawa nga natin yan.
Because magaling sila pag nakaset na so we want to take away that setting up the half court so easily. Ganda naman, no?
Ganda ng pasa. Ayaw pumasok, masyado malakas. And a foul is going to be called again on Andy Seigle.
Really hasn't been helped offensively.
Sayang, dahil he was in point-blank range. Maganda yung pasa ni EJ Feihl. Pero masyado malakas yung tira. Si Jeffrey Carriazo pa lang tinawagan ng kanyang pangatlong personal foul.
Yeah, he for sure. Sayang, like you said, that was a great assist pass for EJ Feihl. He was able to lob that pass, get it to the right position. Couldn't bury an underneath the basket shot.
Alam mo, let's be frank about it. Palagay ko marami yung nagigitla dito sa performance ni EJ Feihl. Marami noon nagsasabi na bakit si EJ Feihl ang pinili. Well, he's showing na he can contribute.
And now there might be questions on the other guy who should not be there.
64-54, 10-point lead by China.
That's a foul.
Si number 9 man was Zhang Jinsong. Tatawagan ng kanyang pangapat na personal foul. And that'll send Jeffrey Carriazo to the line. 6 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the second half. Magandang gabi po, Pilipinas. Ito po si Ed Pixon. Kasama si Andy Howe para sa Vintage Sports at sa labanang ito ng exhibition game ng PBA Centennial Team at ng national team ng People's Republic of China. Ginaganap po dito sa Araneta Coliseum. You're watching this on a slightly delayed basis. Kaya wag po kayo magtaka kung bakit medyo ginagabi kayo. 64-56.
Not that bad. Very, very close to the actual time that the game was played. Not that bad.
8-point lead on China. Li Xiaoyong to Zhang. Sun Jun double teamed. Balik tuloy kay Zhang. Here's Gong Xiaobin. Yan ang sinasabi natin. Yan si Gong Xiaobin. Kayang pumukol niya sa labas. Marunong din sumaksak. Malaki.
Yeah, he's a scorer. He's one of their scorers talaga.
Listed at about 6'7 and a half. Maybe a little bigger.
Yeah, he's about 6'8. And he's got feet.
Andy Seigle.
About that.
Medyo mahirap pa yung pinasok na yun ni Andy Seigle from the baseline. Reverse layup. And it's back to an 8-point lead by China. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the ball game.
We're still in the ball game. We got two or three defensive stops without giving up the fouls. We're all right.
Here's Zhang. Natapit niya Andy Seigle. Vergel Meneses leading a 3-on-2. Johnny Abarientos back to Vergel. Meneses left-handed layup. Hindi pumasok.
Masyadong inoyo ni Vergel.
Ito ngayon si Sun Jun against EJ Feihl. Warning of foul. Offensive foul. on Sunjun. Yo, hawi.
Hey, EJ is a big revelation in this game.
Yeah.
Look at this defense. He does not get it. He went up there and look at Sunjun use that hand to ward off. That's a good call.
So an 8-point lead para sa China. Vergel Meneses has it. 5 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Meneses. Harap si Batir. There's a tap by Lee. Lee Xiaoyong batting that ball out of bounds. Medyo nagreklamo si Coach Wang Tay.
Nagreklamo rin si Jerry.
Si Jerry, mga cameraman natin.
Gata ako si Cabrito. Umilag, baka tamaan siya ng bola at saka ng player.
Medyo malalaki. Samantala mga kaibigan, bumalik si Jojo Lastimosa kasama si Kenneth Duremdes at si Alvin Patrimonio. Nasa loob na rin. Medyo maliit itong squad natin. Pero si Andy Seigle, medyo nag-iinit na.
Yes, now yung nakakuha na niya yung layup. 2 jump shots for Andy Seigle. There is his coach Eric Altamirano cheering him on. The lead is down to 6.
66-60. 4:47 to go. Narito si Batir against Andy Seigle. Inching closer. Oh.
Magaling talaga ito dun sa pwesto na yun. I mean, he really is a good player at that pivot move. No?
Sa laki niyang yan, talagang nakakamangha.
Pero mabilis ang kilos, no? 68-60 ang score, 4.5 minutes left.
Johnny Abarientos, lamang kay Lee. Alvin Patrimonio, balik ulit kay Johnny. There's the pass to Duremdes, Jojo Lastimosa against Gong Xiaobin. Duremdes with a 3-point shot. Wala.
Way off the mark. Not a very good shot selection. At this stage, no, mas kailangan natin yung sure conversions. Then the sudden impact of a 3-point shot. And maybe a 3-point play we will take with a foul, no?
Batir. Sunjun, laban kay Lastimosa. Gong Xiaobin. Wala. Loose ball. Johnny Abarientos. He's the expert at picking up those loose balls. Binigay kay Kenneth Duremdes. Nasaksak. Binigay kay Alvin Patrimonio. Wala. Loose ball na naman. Pinulot ni Alvin Patrimonio to Andy Seigle against Batir. Nilabas kay Kenneth Duremdes. Duremdes sumaksak sa loob. Uy,
wala na.
Yun?
Nawala na si Andy Seigle doon. Bigla naman pumasok na.
Samantala, ang lamang po ng PROC, 8 puntos at 68-60. Tumawag ng timeout si Coach Tim Combs. Bayan mga kaibigan, ang dalawa lamang sa mga binibining Pilipinas winners na sumusuporta sa ating PBA Centennial squad. Kaya naman pala inspirado. Pati tuloy si Andy Howe na-inspire.
Hindi, nakita ko lang yung flag waving. Ano naman yan eh?
Yung flag waver.
Alright. No, never mind.
3.5 minutes remaining.
Yan ang konting trapping ang ginagawa natin. Mahirapan niya sa is na yan kung medyo may trapping tayo.
8-point lead ng China. Narito si Gong Xiaobin.
Patay tayo dyan. Pag binigay natin ng ganyan.
Matindi na yan. Pagka ganyan ang kilos si Gong Xiaobin.
Dyan patay tayo dyan. Pag ganyan. Lamang pa yan sa height at saka power.
16 points by Gong Xiaobin. Medyo kanina, medyo-medyahan lang na. Ngayon, sabi niya, teka, mahabol na itong mga Pilipino.
But we're playing much better.
Kaya, with a lot more confidence, a lot more heart. Kenneth Duremdes, yes! At nakita ko yung reaction ng mga players sa bench ng China. Kumbaga ba ano yun?
Saan ang galing yun? That was a flash of thunder, lightning.
Kumbaga sa atin nakita ba yun? Gong Xiaobin. For the Chinese, they have an 8-point lead with 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining.
Gotta get some stops.
Batir. Last touch on Andy Seigle. 2:41 remaining. The score standing at 70-62 in favor of the Chinese. Zhang Songjun. Jinsung, rather.
Jun, na-double natin sa konta. Patay siya dyan. Mahuli talaga siya dyan.
Hindi na niya alam paano lumusutan yun.
He had no place to dribble. So he had to try to skim out. That's his fourth foul, offensive foul though.
Pagkamat ito, makikita ninyo, naipit. Saan ako lalagay? Sabi niya, yun ang foul. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go. 8-point lead by China. Narito si Jojo Lastimosa.
Back to the zone ng Chinese.
Duremdes to Alvin Patrimonio. Back to Duremdes. Passing the ball around. Lastimosa is open from the corner. Wala! Last touch on the PBA Centennial squad.
That would have been a very big basket. That would have cut the lead down to 5. Jojo usually can bury that shot at this time of the ball game.
Yes, yan ang kanyang expertise, yung crunch time. Samantala, Lee. Biglang pumukol ng 3.
Patay.
Yun ang sinasabi natin. Yan kanina nag-umpisa, si Lee Xiaoyong, yung point guard ng China. At dito medyo dinidiin na. Ito, sa loob naman si Andy Seigle. Whoops. One more
time.
Yes. And we're in the last 2 minutes of the game, brought to you by Elastosil Pisil. Isang pisil ka lang, tapos kang butas ka. 1 minute and 43 seconds remaining in the game. 9-point lead para sa China. They have possession. Lee Xiaoyong. Binigay kay Zhang from 3-point country.
They hit us with a couple of 3-point shots here. Pinapakita lang sa atin yung shooting nila sa labas.
Yes. Lamang na naman ng 12 ang China. At ito si China Barretos. Pinabayaan na lang. Lumusot. 76-66 at tatawag ng timeout si Coach Wang Fei ng People's Republic of China. Still a big crowd on hand for the last 1 minute and 20 seconds of this exhibition game. As you look at Mr. Ber Navarro,
ang ating
chairman ng PBA po sa taong ito. Of course, from the Latondeño franchise.
Mag-umpisa na yung ating Centennial
sa Biyernes.
Sa Biyernes, Sirat Araneta with the Ginebra going up against Purefoods, if I'm not mistaken, for the main game. First game yata, Papcola, Santa Lucia.
Yes, abangan po rin yan sa darating na Biyernes.
Ito,
Johnny Abaretos with a steal of Lee Xiaoyong. Sumaksak si nabitin.
Masyadong pinaganda ni Johnny. Lumingon parang nag-aalangan siya.
Less than a minute to go. 10-point lead by China. Gong Xiaobin to Sun Jun against Kenneth Duremdes. Back blocked by Andy Seigle.
May foul pa.
At si Sun Jun tatawagan ng foul.
Kenneth Duremdes, I think, will go to the free throw line.
Well, I don't think Coach Tim Cohn will be very disappointed with this performance, judging from what we read in the papers today. Sabi niya, he does not expect the PBA Centennial squad to really
beat the Chinese. The very first try.
At this point of their training, dahil hindi pa naman sila talaga nakakapasok dun sa nitty-gritty. Medyo umpisa pa lang ito ng serious practice o training ng PBA Centennial squad.
Parang nasa second, third step of the ladder pa lamang tayo.
Medyo pero here's Zhang Jinsung.
They'll use the clock. Safe lead at this stage as long as they have possession. Binigyan niya si Johnny. Binigyan niya siya ni Johnny.
Medyo mahaba ang sigo nitong si Lee. Sun Jun inside, left-handed layup is good.
Sun Jun is a clean player. We know him in the past.
Yes.
Kaya pinabayaan na siya nila andun.
Johnny Barrientos. Jojo Lastimosa gets a clear shot. And it trickles in. Tapos na po itong exhibition game na ito. The Chinese will hold on to it and win the exhibition game versus the PBA Centennial squad by 8 points, 78-70. At, well, ano sa tingin mo, Dr. Chen? Ano bang pakiramdam mo pagkatapos mapanood itong exhibition game na ito?
Well, Chinese are good, but they're not unbeatable. I think if you scout them well and you're doing some things, we tried a lot of experiments. If you notice, in the end game, we use a small team with Seigle as the center and a lot of guys that were really big guards or small forwards. No power forwards really on the team in the end game. So, madaming combinations sinusubukan ni Coach Cohn. And I think he didn't show them a lot of things that we can do. Like, I feel we can really trap this number 6. He'll have a lot of problems against us.
Yeah, mga kaibigan, at the PBA Centennial squad at center court. Yeah, po, waving to the crowd who is very appreciative of the efforts of our PBA Centennial team. At sana ho, lahat tayo ay magtulong-tulong para bigyan natin ng suporta hindi lamang itong PBA Centennial team, kundi ang entire delegation para sa Asian Games sa Disyembre. Okay mga kaibigan, ibibigay po namin sa inyo ang ating Crucible Best Player of the Game at iba pang mga highlights and the wrap-up of this exhibition game from the Ateneo.